Hi, I'm James Ockenden. I'm the founder and editor of Transit Jam, and I'm here today at Exchange Square. Now, this is probably one of Hong Kong's richest places. Aside from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, in the three towers here, you've got banks, you've got hedge funds, you've got insurance companies, you've got the American Club, you've got the Japanese consulate. In the Forum, which is recently built, you've got Standard Chartered's exclusive priority and private bank. You need $1 million in the bank just to get in the door of that building. People ask me how to get to Exchange Square. Well, on paper there's a lot of transport options. You've got walkways, you've got taxis, you've got buses, you've got 2 MTR stations, Central and Hong Kong, you've got a tram nearby, and you've got this thing called the Public Transport Interchange. Well, what's that? That sounds very promising. Let's go take a look.
A central public transport interchange with a lot of different buses, including minibuses and taxis and so on. And it's a very uncomfortable place. My feeling when I visit this bus station is I want to get away as soon as possible. So often I rather walk than take a bus.
One thing you mentioned was the connectivity. You know, there's no way to get down here.
Yeah, well, the connectivity is okay if you know the bridges and the stairs that lead you to the Exchange Square or to the IFC. But if you don't know this place, it feels like it's very isolated despite being so connected.
So in theory, when it's time to board the bus, you come from this elevated pedestrian network. It seems very user-friendly. Here I am in front of a sign that says minibuses, taxis, buses. There's an escalator going down, and it all seems very civilized and very high quality. So let's go down. Yeah, if you look here, so what could have been achieved is completely lost. In leading bus terminuses around the world, you have stairs, escalators, lifts connecting directly to the platform. And here, it discharges you at one end, and then you're kind of on your own navigating the road, the fumes, the buses, on your way to a skinny platform, and the whole thing is a very subpar experience.
The Transport Department last year released a smart mobility roadmap, and it has a short say on a smart PTI. So what is smart? The government thinks that anything with IT is smart. But if you look at this very old PTI here, how do you think IT can actually make this PTI more user-friendly or more comfortable and convenient?
What we see here, I think, is beyond smarts. I mean, it doesn't matter what app or dynamic signs, the need to negotiate roads and buses and to squeeze on the narrow platform. I don't see how smarts will change any of that. The smarts, in my view, should start in the planning and design stage and should just be and it should be just about TD and the Hong Kong government putting a priority on how PTIs are designed and demanding more from the people who build them and design them. Because for the last 50 years, they didn't. Wayfinding non-existent. You see people like this lady there, it's something you see a lot more, just randomly crossing the road on their way to the platform that they're going to. Everybody's supposed to go through where we came, take the stair down and then walk across. But the vast majority, a very large number of people are coming from the other direction. Here, you can see them now. So everybody has to do that because where they're actually coming from is not what this PTI was designed to handle. So that's just bad design. And no IT will solve that.
This is one of the stairs connecting the Exchange Square to the IFC, and you can also go up here as connection to the ferries. However, there's no signage here that this goes to the ferries, and there's no signage at all actually. So this is really for people in Hong Kong who know where to go, and that they eventually might find the ferries from the stair.
What we see here is something very problematic and really goes to the heart of what's wrong with transportation planning in Hong Kong, which is intermodality is an afterthought. It's about connecting the dots. So the result is that there is just no compulsory design guideline that says MTR and bus terminuses need to be connected in a seamless way. And so you get what you get here. The great MTR experience ends at this door. Then you have the outdoors stair with no lift. There's a lift somewhere, no escalator, an immediate road crossing. Everybody jaywalks. That's how they enter the PTI, and then they walk on the road of the PTI.
Target sighted. Target sighted.
So that's not what a proper intermodal station looks like.
So what is the point of the work that you're doing? Is to propose improvements here, or what's the general idea?
Well, we want to see if this is a central point for intermodal transfer. So you arrive on the MTR and you want to take a bus or a ferry. How could the experience of changing a mode of transport be better here in this place? That is really what we are concerned with.